There we go. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young, the May 20th edition. Boy, it's a scorcher out here in New England. I have an awesome show tonight, going to L.A. again. I have a young singer-songwriter. She's blended with quite a few of the well-known artists. She's obviously got a flourishing career, and I'm going to interview her and we'll watch one of her music videos. But before we get to her, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So, we have a new one, TR Tattoos in Abington. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham, open 6 days a week, all except Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. They make the best breakfast in Boston and the Cape, and they have DoorDash delivery. We have Madigan Land Surveying, LLC in Middleborough. We have good old Dave's Automotive up the road in Route 58 in Hanson. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have Tom Otto in Middleborough. We have R.W. Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have Evan Young Realty. That's my brother Evan, the realtor. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have the Cornerstone Barbershop in Pembroke, and we have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington, also up the road on Route 58. I want to thank you guys very much. And now, Audrey Meager, is that how you spell and pronounce your name, or is that how you pronounce it?
Meager.
Meager, okay.
Meager, yeah.
It's M-E-I-G-E-L, but it's pronounced Meager. Okay, good. I'm glad we established that, so there's not going to be any issues with misspelling, with mispronunciations. I'm sorry. And I'm sure we won't have any problem spelling it in the graphics, because I make sure that we spell the names of my guests right when I, send them to my editor to take care of that. And he's very good. So, well, tell me about yourself. Now, I understand you're 15 and you're an upcoming artist. You've had your songs already played alongside of Bruno Mars, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Bad Bunny, correct? And people like that, big names. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about how that came to be, and then we're going to go back a little further to your young childhood and figure out how you got to where you're at, and then we'll figure out where you're going from here. So let's start with that.
So, I'm 13 years old, and
Oh, you're 13. Okay, I
I'm
thought you were
13,
15.
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I live in Annapolis, Maryland, or in the Annapolis area, and I go to school at Key School, which is like a small private school.
Okay.
And I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm also a gymnast, but I am quitting gymnastics, which is very sad. But yeah, that's kind of just an overall view.
Okay. Are you quitting gymnastics because you won't really have time with your singing and songwriting, or because you just don't like it as much as you used to? Or both?
Well, the biggest reason is because of my music and stuff, but I also have had continuous back injuries, so we're really trying to prevent that from happening again, so that's definitely a big reason.
Yeah, I understand. You don't want injuries. Okay, well, that's good. You're probably less likely to be injured doing music. Okay. Are you in Annapolis, Maryland? I thought you're not in LA.
No.
Oh, okay. Wow, boy. Thank you, Holly. You shocked me yet again. Okay, all right, that's fine. So you're in Annapolis, Maryland. So you're on the East Coast then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, did you go up there?
Yes.
Or are you going? Okay. All right. Well, tell me about how you got into music. How did that come about? How young were you when you started? And then we'll work our way forward.
So my mom's favorite saying is I have been singing and dancing since I came out of the womb. So I guess
Okay.
since I was really little, but when I actually started thinking about having this as a career path, I would say I was about 8 or 9, because I realized oh, this is something I really love doing, and I could definitely do this with my life.
Okay.
And then I actually was able to pursue that dream when I went to Passport to Discovery, which was a scouting event in Florida, where I met Eric Johnson, who is the owner of NI Music Group.
Okay.
And so I worked with him and produced my first 2 singles, Sunkissed Breeze and Just Through Hearts, while I was in LA over December.
Okay. So this was what you just went there last year, right?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. And I saw Sunkissed Breeze, and we're going to watch it about halfway through the show, and that's great. So when you went down there, did you but then you found yourself in, like we mentioned a few minutes ago, your music was aligned with some of the big names. How did that happen?
Um, I've had a lot of like promotion and help with from like Holly and some other people outside,
Okay.
mostly my mom. My mom's been really helpful in this and like helping me get my song out there, my music through like Instagram and like TikTok and social media because I feel like that is a very big thing nowadays of how like to get music out and stuff.
Well, that's true. Okay. Did you say you had a colleague?
Uh, my mom.
Oh, okay. Your mother, she's your manager, right?
Yeah, and
Oh,
my sister, she's 18. She's been really helping more recently, like in this past month, she's helped me write more music for like my upcoming album, but that's mostly my mom and Holly for this promotion stuff.
okay. That's great. All right. So how does it feel to be like, a rising star and, in a throng of people that are just ordinary? And obviously you've broken out of that mold.
It's a really incredible experience, and I feel very lucky to be able to do all of what I am doing because I know that a lot of people like wish they could have this kind of opportunities, so I'm really grateful that I am able to like pursue my dream.
Okay. And I guess your friends are okay with it too, because I know there's sometimes there's jealousy involved, but I guess that's not too bad with you, right?
Well, so I have a few really close friends. So my two best friends, like Lizzie and Etta, like they really support me in this, but I have a few friends who aren't really my friends anymore, like are still in my friend group, if that makes sense. And
It does.
they kind of like they've badmouthed my music and stuff, and a bunch of the boys in my grade, but they also the boys in my grade, they went to the mall and they played my song in a Tesla in the middle of the mall. And
That's
like even
awesome.
if it was to make fun of it, like they were still doing that. So like it's helpful in a sense, but so I do have some like haters, but like I don't really know.
They're
I
not.
think
They're not haters. You know what? They're people in. They're in their adolescence like you are, and people in adolescence. I was an adolescent once. We all were, and when we go through that age, we feel, we feel kind of like a struggle to fit in. And if somebody else seems to be doing better things than we are, then we get annoyed and we act it out. But in a way, like I always say, everything happens for a reason. And like you said, it was a good thing. They played it at the mall, and I'm sure all the people were jamming to it. All the kids who were going through the mall at that moment. I know I would have been if it was me. And I'm not. Well, I'm a kid at heart always, but so that's got to be great.
yeah. They
Okay.
sent it on our grade group chat. We have like a grade group chat for all the kids in the grade, and they were just like playing our favorite song in the mall. But like they joke about it at school and stuff. So I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me about now. This was when you in Maryland. So have you done any traveling? Have you performed live anywhere? Like, well, where have you performed live? And tell me about that.
So I've like done some live performances locally in like the Annapolis area or like Severna Park or where like in Arnold. And so I've done one at like O'Loughlin's in Arnold, which was my first booked like set, which I did my two singles and then a cover song. And
Okay.
then I just recently this past weekend I went to something called Burgers and Bands in Severna Park, which is a foundation that supports like mental health and like suicide prevention.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that was for like a really good cause and I felt really helpful or I felt really good about doing that because I have a friend who has kind of been going through some really hard stuff.
Yep.
And so like I just it made me feel really good that I was singing for that kind of purpose.
Well, you have a good heart, and that shows. And believe me, you'll reap the benefits. And I mean, you're not even concerned about the benefits, and that proves you got a good heart. No, obviously, you care about her, and that's wonderful. It obviously you're a very congenial person. All right. Now, have you done anything else? Have you ever done modeling, acting? I'd like to find out how multifaceted sports, anything like that.
Um Mostly sports. I've been doing gymnastics for the
Oh yeah,
past
gymnastics, right? Okay.
10
Yep.
years of my life.
Yep.
So it's been a really long time. I have 4-hour practices 4 days a week and sometimes like privates. But recently I haven't been able to do too much because of my injury. But like overall, I've been doing tons of sports my whole life.
Okay, well, you're athletic. You look very athletic, and that's helpful too. Obviously, because you're physically fit. At your age, most people don't think about fitness, but the truth is, you get after if if you get your physical fitness off young to a good start, you can maintain it throughout your whole life, which
Yeah.
is and make that a long life too, which is what you want to do. All right, so that video that we're gonna watch, where did you shoot that? I saw it. It was great on a beach. I thought it looked like L.A., but you tell me where they shot it, where you shot it.
It wasn't LA. It was at some place called Rat Beach, which like the name does not really fit the way the beach actually looked. Like the beach was stunning and like the view, I was just like, "Oh my God." I had never been to a beach like that. It was so pretty. So that was like a great experience, especially because like when I was recording it, like and singing, like people would like stop to watch and like record it and I was like, "Wow, this is really exciting and fun."
Of course. I bet
Yeah.
you. How many people were on the beach there that day?
Um, mm,
I
I
mean, a lot of people. I don't know if you're not sure. That's fine, but I'm just wondering if you had a big crowd there.
There was like a good amount of people. Like it wasn't like crazy busy, but there was a good amount of people there.
Oh, good. Okay, that's fantastic. See, it looks like everything you do seems to come up aces for you. Whether it's at the mall or the beach doing a video, and it's obvious that's going to continue. Now, as far as writing, you write your own music, or do you have help, or how does that work?
So I would say I write about 70% of my music. My
Oh,
sister has been helping recently,
okay,
and Danny Jacobson, who is somebody that works at NI Music Group, and with Eric, who's the like producer.
okay,
So those are the people that have like helped me. Like I give them ideas for the song and I give them some like lyrics and what I want it to sound like and then they make that happen and they send me like a preview of it and I'm like, "Okay, I like it, but like fix this." And I like tweak it so that it makes it feel authentic to me, if that makes sense.
okay. Well, on that note, we're about halfway through the show, and now we're going to watch Audrey's music video, "Sun Kissed Breeze." Stay tuned, enjoy it, and we'll be right back to continue the interview.
I was walking down the street as I'm strutting to the beat. Got a different type of swag, it's just something in my feet. There's a feeling in the air, it's a new type of vibe. Everybody's looking good, everyone has come alive. The days are a little bit longer, gone is the cold and somber. I don't have a care in my head as I sit in the car with the top down set. I got my shades on now, you can catch me at the beach. AirPods and phone never out of reach. Not a cloud in the sky, got nowhere I need to be. As the summertime flies like a sun-kissed breeze. Hey, this is everything. This is everything. My friends are all here, it's kinda feeling like a party. We're just crushing on the boys. Do we even care? Hardly. Bonfires, good times. I don't wanna leave this ride. When the sunlight hits my eyes, always summer on my mind. The days are a little bit longer, gone is the cold and somber. I don't have a care in my head as I sit in the car with the top down set. I got my shades on now, you can catch me at the beach. AirPods and phone never out of reach. Not a cloud in the sky, got nowhere I need to be. As the summertime flies like a sun-kissed breeze. Hey, this is everything. This is everything. This is everything. This is everything. Woo!
So tell me about the inspiration for the song, if you would.
So I was kind of just sitting and like thinking about what other things I could write about. And then I was like, what if I wrote about summer? Because it was like kind of during winter when I was like writing, and I was like, I really, really miss summer. And
Oh
at first,
yeah, okay.
it's like November, which is like kind of, yeah, it was great. But so I was kind of just really missing summer and like the carefreeness and like just being able to be with my friends and just not really have to do school or like think about anything, but like living life to the fullest.
No, and as you did, okay. And it's a very nice little song. And now tell me about that other song that you wrote too. That's another song you just dropped a while back too, right?
Yes. So Just Through Hearts is about one of my very close friends named Vivi. So she moves away to Michigan or like Indiana. We call it Michiana during the summer.
Yep.
And so I was really missing her because I wrote it during the summer and I was just like writing it. I was in a hotel room and I was just like, I really miss her. So then I just started writing it. And then when I was able to produce it and like actually make it a song, I was very happy. And it made me a little teary because like uh we're not as close as we used to be, but it still like made me really sad like when I thought about this song. But yeah, that's a great song.
Well, that's great because you write from your life experience, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
And sometimes sometimes emotion in a song gets to people. I know it does. I listen to a lot of music. I listen to tunes every day on the radio. I was actually, as I was driving to come down here today, I was thinking of you because I was listening to that Bruno Mars song, "I Just Might." You know that song?
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the one. So, because I know that your music is played alongside of them. Now, in terms of you performed around your area, but now what does the future look like? What are you going to be doing? Like, say, now that you're coming in the summer, you're going to be traveling, going on tour and things like that. Or what's going on with you for that?
So in June, at the beginning of June, I'm going to be doing a 45-minute set for Gigi's Playhouse, which is a nonprofit foundation that works with kids, teens, and adults with Down syndrome.
Okay,
And so I'll be doing a 45-minute set there. And then later, I think a week or two later, I'm going to be going to the KLF and doing a set, which is Catherine Lighthouse Light Foundation, and it
okay,
supports children with cancer.
wow,
And then during the summer, I'm going to be producing my first album. And so that will
okay,
be coming out like closer at the end of summer. So
okay,
I'm going to Florida for the album, and then I believe I'm going to LA in July, like a
okay.
week.
Tell me
So,
about the team you have. Now, is your mother your manager, you said? Or your
basically,
sister? Is he okay? And your sister works with you too. Well, tell me about the people you have. About the your agents, if you have one, the agency, the record producers or whoever. Just give me a little synopsis of all those people. If tell me about who's on your team.
so I don't have an agent, but it's my mom, my sister, kind of my sister, like Danny Jacobson, Eric Johnson, and Marcus. I don't know Marcus's last name, but they all work with NI Music Group.
Okay,
And so those are the people who are helping me produce it.
okay,
And then,
sweet.
yeah, and then Holly and and who? ICT.
Tell me about when Harley sent me the picture of you. You were stepping out of a limo. What was that about? That looked great.
So my family's Jewish, so that was for my bat mitzvah.
Same am I. As am I. Great. I love it.
Yes. And
About
so that was taken like before the actual party started, but during my party, I drove up with my dad and we came out of he opened the door for me and I came out of the limo onto a red carpet and all my friends had like cameras and stuff. It was a really awesome time. So that was kind of like before that happened, but yeah.
Okay, see, I thought that was like you when you were on tour, but nevertheless, it looks like you could have been.
That would be an awesome tour.
Then you keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure you'll be getting out of many limos to in many different venues.
Hmm.
Um, okay, have you ever traveled at all? I mean, so far have you just been? I know you've gone to Florida, you've done some stuff there. Where else have you traveled around the country for your work, or if that's applicable? If not, then that's fine. But I want to find out, get as thorough of an interview in this as I can.
So I've only been to LA for this like music and
Okay,
Florida for the Passport to Discovery where I met Eric.
okay. Now, what did you do in LA? That was with Harley, right?
No, that was to produce my first two singles.
Oh, okay. And how did but was that where you shot the video? Sun Kissed
Yeah.
Breeze? Oh, okay, so that was in California.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. See, that's what I thought. It looked like California, and then I thought you were in California. So tell me about your schooling. Are you homeschooled, or do you go to public school?
So I go to a smaller private school in Annapolis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, does it feature any of your work in music, or is it something totally, is it all totally different?
It's totally different. It's just like a normal school, but it's like small.
It's small. Okay, well, that's good. You get special attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only
Well,
like 40 kids in my whole grade.
wow, that's pretty good. And what are you in, like the eighth grade now?
I'm in seventh grade. Yeah.
Seventh grade, but
I
summer's
think
coming, so you'll be going into eighth grade next spring or fall. It's spring already. Okay, all right. So what do you like to do in your spare time? What is it? Just an average teenager like to do in addition to the music.
Well, I really like hanging out with my friends and like going outside, like swimming, like
Yep.
going on a boat or like just anything I can do outside,
You like the
really.
outdoors. I get it. Okay.
Yes. But like I have to be with specific people. Like we do outdoor ed trips for school, and those are not fun because I'm not wanting to do those. Like those are like not optional.
I
But I
know they're
like doing it with
mandatory.
like my family and stuff. So that, and then I really like reading and like what else? I like this is gonna sound like I like watching shows with my mom. Like we have like a series we watch and we watch like one episode like a night or something like that. So that's really nice because like even though we're not like actively talking or like hanging out, I still get to be with her and like
You're
spend
bonding
time.
with her. That's great. What's the series? I'm just curious. What is it? Anything I've watched,
We're
maybe?
watching New Girl. It's on Peacock, and it's about this girl who moves in with three boy roommates, and so it's
Oh, kind of
kind
like
of
Three's
just about
Company, except on the in reverse. I got it. Wow. Okay. So, let me ask you this: have you ever done acting before, and would you ever consider it or try it? Because I think that I always try to tell. Listen, I just want you to know. I always tell this to every guest: the more multifaceted you are, and you get a lot of time to even consider this. And if you don't have enough time right now, that's fine. But at some point, you might want to try to, try out for a film or a play or something. Because I think you find that you get a lot, you open a lot of, it'll open a lot more doors for you. That's just something I've noticed with a lot of people. But
yeah.
that's up to you. But tell
I
me,
haven't I haven't done any acting roles, but I would definitely be open to it. Like it seems like a very cool experience to be on set and stuff like
right?
that.
Exactly. I mean, in a way, you already did that. Those music videos are acting. I mean, that's an acting role
Yeah.
right there. Who choreographed the videos? Your team, right?
Um, so we worked with somebody else that Eric knew to shoot the video. I'm not exactly sure what his name was. It was like Ruben, but I'm not sure what his
Okay.
last name was. But he's the one who recorded it. And they were just kind of like, you can just do your thing, just be very carefree and just like open and like free spirited. So that's kind of just what happened.
Okay. You say you like to read. What kind of books do you like to read, or what do you like to read?
Um, I like dystopian and like romance and like young adult fiction stuff
Got
like
it.
that.
Okay.
So kind of just what every teenage girl reads.
Yeah, I understand. Maybe at some point, maybe you'll write something like that. And not only that, I mean, like you write from your life experience, like that girl that went to Michigan. So ultimately, you'll probably have experiences, in your social life it'll prompt you to write stuff too for your songs. I mean, it's inevitable, I would say, basically, because you're in that state right now of life where you're a very impressionable person, obviously, because at this time of life, everyone is, and obviously, and you're very receptive to a lot of stuff. You kind of have to be an artist because you can't really. That's how you communicate by and taking it all in, and then and then churning it around in your heart and soul and brain, and then turning it into art because that's what you do.
Yeah.
I like to think I'm an artist too, doing what I do. I mean, conversation, that's an art form in and of itself. So, and I'm just wondering, have you now just this is kind of going out on a limb. Do you like to make people laugh at all when you're with your friends? Do you like to make them giggle, say funny things? A lot of girls at your age like to be giggly and silly and stuff.
Well, I mean, I do, but I'm not like so some people say I'm funny, and then some people are like, no, you're not funny at all. So it kind of just depends on who I'm with.
Okay, I understand. What I'm getting at is, I can almost see you, maybe not now, but maybe in a few years, maybe try and stand-up comedy too. Seeing if that's something that might, get an audience that'll react in a big way. I just thought I just see you doing that somehow for some reason. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. I hope that's okay. I mean,
Yeah, this is good. I mean, that's a good thing, I feel like, being able to do stand-up comedy.
yeah, just something in addition to what you're doing now. Well, guess what, Audrey? I hope you had fun talking to me. We're now in the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you
That's
covered it.
not impossible.
I know. I can't believe it either. It always goes by fast.
You know.
Well, did you have fun? I hope you did.
Yes, I had a lot of fun.
Okay, I could see if you didn't have fun, you can tell me. I'm sure you seem like a tactful person, so I doubt you'd say something mean. All right, so here's what I want you to do in the remaining time. Give some shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because a lot of people are going to see it. Your family, obviously, Holly, she's going to see it because she set it up. But your people, your team, and all that, and your friends, and then we'll wrap the show up with my snap and the way we began it.
Okay, so people I would want to give a shout out to is like my family for supporting me on my journey, because they have definitely put in a lot of time, money, and like effort into getting me where I am. Definitely Holly for setting this up and like pushing me out there and all that. And NI Music Group for helping me like begin and start my like dream career, which is like music. And then probably my friends, but my true friends, yeah, who
Okay,
who are like there just supporting me and stuff like that.
sweet. All right, now, is there anything? I know you mentioned that you have stuff coming up, but is there anything specific that you want to mention that you're going to do in the next few months or weeks? I just want to make sure we cover everything. If not, that's fine. But I check this out with every guest before we wrap it up.
Uh, yeah, can I just like, I'm just gonna reiterate. So like the Catherine Light Foundation, which
Okay.
is like the second or third week of June, which supports childhood cancer. Gigi's Playhouse, which works with kids, teens, and adults with Down syndrome. And then I'm going to produce my new album a week after that in Florida. And then I'll be going to LA to like, I'm not really 100% sure, but going to LA like a week after that to do some like promoting and something like that.
I'm
Something
sure you'll
along.
do fine I'm sure you'll do fine in LA and wherever else you go. All right. Well, you did a wonderful job with me, Audrey. I want to thank you for being a great guest on my show. I hope you're not as nervous as you were at the beginning. Now that we're about to end it, but if that's, I feel a lot better than I did when we started too. I'm always a little nervous when I start every show. I know it's hard to believe. I got one last favor to ask. We're going to wrap the show up. Will you stick around, and my tech guy Jason here, he's in the next room. He'll take a pic of us for Facebook, and I'll put you on. I'll send it to Holly. Are you on Facebook, by the way?
I think I have a Facebook account, but I don't really go on it. It's connected to my Instagram, so I usually post on Instagram and it just goes to the Facebook. So,
Oh, I'll
but I
tell you what I'm going to. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take. If it's okay, can we do a picture, and then I'll send it to Holly, and then if she wants to post, I'll post it on my Facebook page, and then if she wants to post it, she can post it as well. It's up to her. But if you're not sure if you're on Facebook, like I don't know. I mean, you're 13. You're just legal enough to be on it. But if you're not sure you have an account, I'm not going to look for you on Facebook. I'm going to send the picture to Holly if it's okay. You okay to do that?
yeah,
And then
I
I'll
can.
say I'll say she did a great job with me, and that's it. All
Perfect.
right. So you
Yes.
ready to wrap it up the way we
Yeah.
started it? All right, folks. Another great topic time episode coming to a close. Wrapping up and snapping out. See you in future shows and get psyched. Take care. There we go.